Hey guys, back with another video. I'm gonna stick with the mantra and keep talking about your reality is directly linked to your personality. Until you understand that and start to change your personality, your reality is gonna stay the same. I really want you to have an aha moment and understand this. I can't be here standing in front of this camera talking to you about things if I would have stayed with my old personality, right? I wouldn't have studied enough to know this information. I wouldn't have built the confidence to sit here and talk to you guys, right? I wouldn't have an expectancy that this channel is going to turn into an amazing, wonderful thing that's going to help millions of people, right? I wouldn't be able to do any of that if I wouldn't have changed my personality. And so by changing these habits is how you change your personality. And it's done through repetition, right? We can only change our paradigm two ways. One is a traumatic experience, which happened to me. But I don't want you to wait for the traumatic experience. I want you to start changing it before the traumatic experience happens. The only other way besides that is repetition. You have to read the same thing 1,000 times. You have to say the same affirmation with feeling 1,000 times, right? You have to break through all this old conditioning that you have for X amount of years. There is no two ways about it. You've heard the old saying, there is no two ways about it. It's true. And some easy, quick things I can give you to help you do this is make you aware of how powerful your talking is, right? That's why affirmations are so powerful, especially if you attach feeling to them, right? Repetition is what gets down into your subconscious and changes those beliefs. It's so simple, but it's not easy until it becomes a habit, and then you're obsessed with it, and that's all you want to do all the time, right? That's when things really start. Just my whole life, our whole lives, me and Blake, it's crazy how much they've changed. And so every day we expect wonderful things to happen, right? Because we have a different personality than we used to have. Our old personality would not expect anything wonderful to happen. It would be expecting the worst case scenario. If something happened, oh my gosh, it's going to be this. We'd start building the story that it was going to be bad. So we learned the truth, which is that by your words are you justified, and by your words are you condemned. In that prayer is you telephoning to God, energy, source, Buddha, Krishna, whatever you want to call it, 100 different names. And intuition is God, or whatever you want to call it, telephoning back to you. And to start taking action on those things when you ask a question. How would I earn $1 million this year? You're going to get an answer. But if you're not willing to take your reasoning mind out of the equation, because it's going to be saying, don't do that, that's a waste of time. You're not smart enough. You're not this enough. Why would you follow this intuition hit? It's a dead end, right? So your reasoning mind talks you out of it, because we want to be in the comfort zone. If you're in the comfort zone, is the slowest form of suicide there is. You're just on a slow taper to death, right? You don't have any joy and any fulfillment and any thriving coming out of you. So I really need you to pay attention to what I'm saying here. You have to change your personality, and you do it through repetition over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And you just keep saying these affirmations. You keep reeling in the negative thoughts. You keep not accepting them. It's a mental battle. You just keep fighting. Pretty soon you win. Everything slows down. You start seeing opportunity. You become a nice person. You want to bless everyone and help everyone. Instead of clenching your money like this, your palms are open, and it doesn't matter if you only have $2 to your name, because you know money's coming to you. You do not worry anymore. When you get out of the competitive mode of society and get into the creative mode with God, you can relax, right? You can actually have ideas come in and take action on them, right? You generate this idea of a way to earn $1 million this year. It doesn't matter if you can't piece everything together on how exactly that would happen. That's not your job. That's God's job. You write the goal out. You open up your journal and you start the process, and you just keep going. Pretty soon you're looking back and you're like, wow, I've already came this far, right? Because everything changes. You're getting all these blocks out of the way, and things are flowing. And it is the most simple. Life was I mean, when we were born, we weren't born with lack and limitation and anger and, right? These are all things that have been programmed into us by people we've been around, society. I mean, I hear people say it all the time. You know, you got to work really, really hard to earn a lot of money. No, you don't. If that were true, construction workers would be in the top 1%, and they're not. Instead, people that day trade or do real estate or write books or are in a movie, I mean, they're not working that hard. Physically, sure, there's some mental aspects to all of that, absolutely. Right, but we have a supercomputer. We were designed to do all that, right? So I really want you to just start changing your perceptions of, I gotta grind. Quit watching those people online. You don't need to grind. Do you need to be productive? Do you need to get up early? Do you need to study? Do you need to have a routine? Absolutely. But you don't need to grind 80, 90, 100 hours a week. It feels like that in the beginning because you don't have any feeling attached to all these new ideas. Once you break down that barrier and you start believing you're gonna win and succeed, then everything slows down and relaxes. So keep going, guys. Keep smiling. Like and subscribe, please. Get this information out. But we're going to keep going, hammering these things out. We're going to keep, I'm telling you, this year, there's one person on this channel that has been doing everything I said, and they're going to post something here shortly. And you guys are going to be like, man, I wished I would have done it from day one, right? But don't be upset. Just go, okay, I'm starting today. I'm not just going to gather information. We have to get out of that mode. You're never going to know enough. You're never going to be smart enough. You got to start taking action. That's the most important thing, right? Somebody's been watching my videos and gotten journals and taking action. And they're going to be crushing it. So, thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.